Hi, my name is Dr. Jen Anaker. Welcome back to our videos. I'm the owner of Anaker Clinics of Chiropractic. Through our videos, we're always looking to educate you on 3 different platforms. We give you wellness tips, answer chiropractic questions, as well as give you a little insight into some of the things that I do for my own healthcare. Today's topic is wrist stretches. And this really came from listening to our viewers. We've gotten great feedback from viewers on social media, to our patients, to other chiropractors. And one of the comment or feedback that I got is, "Hey doc, love those stretches, keep them coming." So this one is about wrist stretches. And certainly we're on our tablets and cell phones and texting and computers a lot. So our wrists get a lot more activity, I will say, even than what they did a decade ago. So let's make sure to take good care of our wrists. So the first one is just to make fists with your hands and, almost kind of get them warmed up where you're going clockwise and then counterclockwise, doing circles in both directions. If you want to go that next step, make a figure 8 with your wrist. And so really giving your wrists some good movement. A lot of times they're fixated into one position as the day goes on. The next one is just to bring the wrist down and hold that stretch. These stretches that I'm showing you, maybe hold for about 10 seconds. And of course do them on both sides. Now the next one is where you put your hands a little bit more in a prayer position. So you'll start to get a stretch right here. And then you can add on to the second part, which is you've got the prayer stretch, I'll call it, and then just move a little bit side to side, left and right, and that'll also incorporate the shoulders as well. Now the next one, I love as a chiropractor to be stretching my hands in this position, and certainly those of you again that are on electronics all day, is just to put your hand back where you want to really, I'm going to show it a little bit upright, but you want to just keep it at a 90-degree here between at your elbow and then a 90-degree at your wrist. But it's just to take your hand and then each finger to hold back and hold for maybe about 10 seconds. Each of your 5 fingers as you're just holding those stretches. And then for the thumb, come a little bit out to the side and holding that stretch as well, and do it on both hands. I feel it in the wrist. I also feel it in the lower forearm, and that feels fantastic to me. So certainly I've also increased my wrist stretches with that one in particular. The last one that we're going to talk about, I too am much like you. I'm always learning. I learn a lot from videos and social media, things that different chiropractors and health platforms are putting out themselves. So I have to tell you, this one I learned from one of my mentors, Dr. Heather Denniston with Well Fit and Fed. She's got fantastic information. Go to her site. But this is, again, a newer one that I learned, which is spinal nerve flossing. So what you do is you just put your arm straight out up against the wall. I have my hand at 6 o'clock. If you can't put your hand quite all the way there, maybe go to 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, something like that. But if you can put your hand down to 6 o'clock, number one, just standing here, you're going to feel a lot of stretch coming from your wrist, coming into this lower arm, and you can hold that for a few seconds, but then add to it just to do a little up and down, and you're going to feel all that tension being released in your body. So this is a great one. You can take a little break. You can do it at the end of the day. But with these wrist stretches, I hope that you have found 1 or 2 that you can incorporate in. It's a great thing to do, to take a quick minute, stretch things out. As you're going to spend 6 to 8, maybe even 10 to 12, heaven forbid, hours on a tablet or on a computer. Take that little break. Your wrist will thank you for it. I hope you found this helpful. And we're always looking for your feedback, your questions. It helps me to give you better content and make sure that you get what you need in order to have a healthier life.